Hey, what's going on YouTube? Daniel here again, back at it with another DIY project. Today we're going to be doing a smart outlet. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So this is the goal we're working towards right now, is a website that you'll be able to access from anywhere in your household that will be hosted on a microprocessor that will allow you to control the connected LEDs in this instance, or in your instance, an outlet from anywhere in the house. I will have links to the code in the description. And as for the hardware today we have a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus. So first things first, we need to set up our Raspberry Pi. To do this, what you have to do is you have to go to Raspberry Pi's website and download their operating system called Raspbian. So if you're just starting out, I highly recommend utilizing the Noobs software installation or the software installation method. So let's do is you go to their website, you download the zip file, as I already have. It's kind of a big zip file. It's about like 3 gigs. And then once you've downloaded the zip file, you go to here, your downloads file, and you open it up with your unzip tool, and then from there you go to extract to, and then from there we install right on the Raspberry Pi SD card. So I just click on this is the SD card, and hit OK. You then insert the SD card into the bottom portion of the micro SD card slot. Then on the bottom of the Raspberry Pi, the slot is in a different location on the Nano. But it's relatively the same position. It'll be really easy to find whether you're using this Pi or the other one or any other Pi from previous generations. It'll all work the same. Then once we've done this, so before we can access this thing remotely, we have to first configure it. And to do this, we need a mouse and keyboard plugged into here. If you come over here, we need to plug in a mouse and keyboard to be able to do stuff with it on the operating system. We also need a monitor. We plug in with an HDMI slot right here. And then we need power. But first, touch fish for luck. We'll plug it in, and then we commence. And if you come over here, if you see this multicolored screen on boot, that means that you're in a good direction right now. Now that the hard drive is partitioned its boot drive, now we can go into here and select what operating system to boot from. So let's do Raspbian full and then install. And it gives you a warning saying that I'm going to overwrite everything on there. That's okay with me. Alright, and then it does its thing, and it'll install the operating system Raspbian. The Pi will restart, it'll go through some stuff on the terminal on a black screen, and then it'll bring you to this page. Now we're on the desktop of the Raspberry Pi. Before we can access the Pi remotely, we gotta customize it to our liking. The Pi has to have built-in Wi-Fi for this to work. Otherwise, you have to like run an Ethernet cable to it wherever it is in the house, and it just gets annoying. So we'll go find our Wi-Fi, ravioli, next, and then you'll walk you through setting up the password to that. So I'll tell you my password. Nice. We'll skip this step right now because that step's going to be taken on in our next part of the video, and then we'll hit restart, and then it restarts the Pi. Once the Raspberry Pi is restarted, we have a couple more housekeeping things we can do before we're on our way to a autonomous light switch. We have a couple installations we have to do through terminal. We have to install the web server and things of that nature, and so they're very simple command line things you have to enter. But to kind of make it easier for you guys, I put that in the code to our project right here, Simple Smart Outlet project, on my repository on GitHub. Links in the description. From here we see the contents of the project, which is great and all. So we go to clone or download. We'll download zip. Boop, and we see on the bottom there it just popped up. Simple Smart zip. Once the project files have downloaded, you can extract the files from the zip file with this button right here, extract files. I'll just put it in home Pi. Actually, let's put it in the desktop so we know where everything is, and we'll do open, and then we'll hit extract. So from here now we open up our file, and we go to Raspberry Pi terminal commands, because there's a couple commands here, and just to make it easier on you guys, so you're not typing commands all day because that gets kind of tedious. You go over here, and I got all the commands listed that you need to install and in the order that you should utilize them in. So to utilize to do one of these commands, or these periods, there should be no period. I'll fix that in the final version. To do these commands, go over to here, right click, hit copy. You go to here, you right click and hit paste. Boop, and then you just hit enter, and it'll do its thing in terminal. So the final concept that I wanted to kind of do myself to walk you guys through is just changing the sudo list, which is like who has permissions on the Raspberry Pi. So to do this, copy and paste this into the terminal like any other command. Hit enter. Brings us to this page here. This is all a list of all the people that have authority in the Raspberry Pi. In the bottom there, you have to add this line right here. So copy this, Paste it right there. Hit Control S. That should be the last of our terminal commands. We grab our content for our website, right click it, hit copy. We scroll down to our var file, go to www, HTML, select index file and delete it. Hit yes. That will remove it because we have an index file in our website as it stands. So once that's all done, the only thing that remains is now you have to give your Raspberry Pi a name. Select the Pi on the top right, top left. Go to Preferences. You go to Raspberry Pi Configuration. That's going to start up, and this is the host name. So we will call it Smart Outlet. Feel free to call us whatever you want. Log in as Pi default. That's fine. All this stuff's good. Everything's fine. Interfaces. One other thing. Interfaces. You want to enable remote GPIO, and you want to enable SSH. That'll help us troubleshoot things in the future. And that should be it. Hit OK. Takes a second for this thing to initialize, and then hit yes. I would like this to reboot. And that's all. And here we are. You just go to any local browser, and you can type in the name of the outlet as you described it on the Pi. As you recall, mine was Smart Outlet 1. URL form. Be sure to type in http :// in the name of the Pi, and then you'll be brought to the website. We have our 4 buttons and our 4 LEDs as described before. I'm sure there's no movie magic. I even unplugged the Pi from the I can find it here. Oh duh. But I even unplugged the Pi from the monitor as it worked fully autonomously without any of that stuff. So let's test it out. And there's LED 1. So I tested this out, and all 4 LEDs should work. I think 2 is burnt out because 2 fails to work for some reason, but the pinning is right. And that's everything. Again, thank you for sticking through this whole video, and have a wonderful day.